How dare you?
There is extremism in some of your groups.
Of course, my groups? What do you mean by my groups? Arabs, Muslims, content creators?
In the ones that have taken the streets.
Listen.
Oh my God. Did you see the pro-Palestinian creator get interviewed by GB News? Wait, no, that's not real. I don't think this is real.
People are dying and I'm acting apparently. Thank you.
This isn't real, dude. I don't think. This guy's like a comedian, isn't he? That one's real. There's another one that isn't real. Wait, this is a real interview? Really?
I'm now joined by pro-Palestinian activist and social media influencer, Jube. So tell us, why are you taking to the streets?
Can I just quickly apologise for wearing a hat in the studio? I don't want to be disrespectful. I've just got a terrible hairline. Okay.
Don't you worry. I would have coped with your hairline, but I really wanted to know why you're taking to the streets.
Right. The reason I'm taking to the streets is because there are children dying, there are mothers dying, there are fathers dying, on both sides. You know.
Why does he have? Okay. No, I don't think this guy's. Why is he wearing? He's wearing the keffiyeh, and then on top of it, it has the fucking, what's his face? The Oibruv, the puppy, mate. Is a fucking puppy in remembrance of our veterans. The puppy in remembrance of our veterans.
You know, people are being affected by what I can only describe as barbarism from both sides. So I need to go out and speak and try and get a message out to the youth to let them know that the Palestinians need their voice.
And we'll all agree with that blood is being shed quite unnecessarily. Young people, adults losing their lives. So you, therefore, must condemn Hamas here live on this TV show for the atrocious attacks of the 7th of October.
I don't believe this is real. This is not real. Who is this person? How did he... This was never aired. How did he get access to it? Like, is this lady real? Like, does she actually have a show?
October.
Sure.
And you know, that's what you say. Are you going to say it?
Bro, this looks like fucking she is real. Maybe they like cut her. Yeah, maybe they like cut him into the interview to make it seem like he's actually responding to her or something. Humanoid robots that can chase you anywhere.
Yes.
Speaking with PM.
Hamas.
Close out government's AI
question,
safety
right?
summit.
No, I don't condemn Hamas. I want them to kill everybody.
Well,
is that the soundbite you wanted?
I can't tell if this is real or not.
Of course I condemn it. I condemn the violence on both sides. Right. So I can't believe, I've seen this on TikTok. I can't believe you actually started with, do you condemn Hamas? What do you think? Do you think I'm Hamas?
Right, look, you're not on TikTok now. I know TikTok. You're obviously, you know.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you condemn Israel?
I'm condemning people who...
Do you condemn Israel is the question.
Hang on a second. You're here to answer the questions.
Yeah, sure, but if you're going to ask silly questions, I can ask them too. And I didn't
ask silly questions. I'm glad to hear that you have condemned Hamas. What did you expect me to say? Hamas.
Well, of course I condemn the death of innocents. Release the hostages, but also release the Palestinian hostages. 15,000 of them. Actually, sorry, my bad. There's 2 million of them in Gaza and another 3 million in the West Bank. If we want to talk about hostages, how dare you insinuate that I'm a terrorist? Because that's what you're trying to do. I'm not doing anything. What do you mean by do you condemn Israel? Do you condemn Hamas?
You are talking, you know,
come on
your own.
That is so unfair.
No, nothing is unfair.
People in my family are dying, and if you are.
Both sides they are, and what we need to do, in a sensible way, is how do we resolve it? How do we resolve this matter? And when you have people like the ex...
What is this?
Come on, Hamas! Come on, Israel! Let's stop ongoing war! War is totally unacceptable. War is not the solution. Because we are peace lovers. We do hope that Israel and Palestinian Hamas groups will stop ongoing war. Come on, Israel and Hamas group. We want peace. We are against a war.
What the fuck's going on TikTok, man?
Hamas foreign secretary saying we want to annihilate Israel and we want to bring more October the 7th attacks.
I think that's
How
terrible.
do we therefore get to peace and a solution?
With all due respect, I know it's your show, but I'm not going to let you just gloss over what you just tried to do.
I'm not glossing over anything.
May I speak without being interrupted, please?
Yes, and you have for a while.
So what you've just done is start off just like every other racist media publication. This is supposed to be an accredited media source. You're interrupting me again. Can I speak?
Please,
May I speak?
Jube, carry
May I
on.
speak?
Yes, you can.
Okay, this is supposed
as you are.
This is supposed to be an accredited media source, right?
It is.
Okay, so have you
Okay, first of all, no, it's not. What the fuck? I can't tell if this is real or
seen
not.
how you guys report on the protests? Have you seen it? What you type in, go everyone at home, type in GB News Palestine. Tell me if it's not the most sensationalistic coverage of the protests that you've ever seen in your life. The only things these guys are doing is trying to get clicks, and they're trying to fool you and hoodwink you into thinking that we're animals and that we're racist and we support terrorist organisations.
Look, the only person who wants clicks is you, because you do, as you said.
Yeah, I do want clicks.
Exactly.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Because there is unfair representation by the British media. Check out GB News Palestine. It's racism at its core.
How dare you think there is extremism in some of your groups?
Of course, my groups? What do you mean by my groups? Arabs, Muslims, content creators?
In the ones that have taken the streets.
Listen.
Oh my God.
100,000 in the last
Of course
weekend.
there are. There is extremism in every facet of the world. If someone headbutted a police officer at the football, should we ban football for the weekend? Should we call all people that go to the football games violence and thugs? No, we shouldn't. So what you've done is disingenuous. You started with, do you condemn Hamas? For what reason? To frame the conversation in a light that I am sympathetic with terrorists. Did you know that my family are dying in this conflict? So let me ask you a question. Do you condemn Israel?
Do
you condemn Israel? You asked me if I condemn Palestine, right? Because I'm a terrorist sympathiser. Do you condemn Israel for what they're doing?
I believe Israel has the right to defend itself.
Do you condemn them?
Dude, you can't say, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if this is real or not. I can't tell.
Okay, but do you condemn them for killing innocents? Be fair here. Esther, I've been fair. Be fair. Do you condemn them for killing innocents?
I'm saying the only way forward is to make sure we don't have the terrorist attacks that we did. And I'm asking you, because you're taking to the streets, and I'm asking you, the streets of the UK, and I'm asking, how do we then get this peace settlement you want, both sides? How are we going to do it? Give us your answer.
The first thing we'll do is we'll have to sack off any media publications that pretend that they're trying to speak the truth. But in actual fact, that what they want to do is divide us. I think you're amazing, Esther. I really do. You're actually one of the best at GB News. I'm sorry if I've seemed aggressive. My family are dying. And when you start off with a question like that, what that does is frame the conversation in a light that I'm a bad person. And you know it. Don't be disingenuous. You're too smart.
No, listen, my final question to you. When Hamas did those strikes on the 7th of October, did they know, and they must have realised, what the retaliation was going to be by Israel?
So Hamas?
No, I'm asking about the incident, and you're here to talk about the incident.
What connection with Hamas do I have?
I'm saying they...
Why is she asking him if Hamas knew? Like, why would he know that? Like, what? Also, it's just like, I still feel like it's a skit, dude. I can't tell. GB News is so low budget that I don't know if it's real or not. It is a skit.
I'm here with BG News. Do you condemn?
No, this is the skit.
Hamas?
Do you condemn genocide?
Do you condemn Hamas?
Do you condemn apartheid?
Do you condemn Hamas?
Do you condemn ethnic cleansing?
Do you condemn Hamas?
Do you condemn bombing hospitals?
Do you condemn Hamas?
Do you condemn... Yes, I do. I condemn anything bad that happens to innocent civilians. But do you condemn the other side?
Do you condemn Hamas?
Do you condemn Israel?
This is a sketch. GBN is real, chat. I know they're like low budget Fox News. It's failed, and she is a real presenter, Esther McVeigh. But I don't know how he got her to like participate in this. If it was a sketch. You know what I mean?
Must have known that what the retaliation would be. So they have Hamas has put both the lives of Israelis and Palestinians at risk. Is that right?
It's just so low budget. That's why I think it's maybe a sketch, but also like it's not beyond the pale. I mean, this is almost identical to the conversation I had with Piers Morgan. You know what I mean? So I do think that British people do conduct interviews like this, so maybe, but it seems fake. Unlike the top of the hour, which is very real. One of the scrolling headlines clearly fake on the OG video. It's still a good video. Where's the OG? Elon Musk warns of humanoid robots that can chase you anywhere. At an AI conference? No, that is real. That is a real news story. That's a real headline. Oh, it's a minute outbreak.
I agree with you. I think they have done that. But would you also agree? See, look how I answer your questions. Now, please offer me the same thing. Just answer the question. What about what Israel are doing? Would you say that they've put the lives of Israelis and Jews all over the world by ethnically cleansing, by kicking people out of their homes, by and you know this is a fact, continuously lying online?
Hang on. Please don't put things as fact, continuously lying
so
online.
is it not, is it not a...
What they've done is
this is so unfair.
Themselves.
This is so unfair. It is unfair because what you're trying to... What you're doing...
It's not unfair,
what you're doing,
but I want to thank you for coming in.
Of course you do. All right, have a nice day, guys. Thank you for letting me come in. I don't get to answer a bloody question. She gets to lambast me with bullshit and paint me as a terrorist. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Hang on.
Where's the free media? Is this media?
You're doing
Let me get... I take the mic off. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
You're doing a wonderful job.
I'm acting. People are dying, and I'm acting, apparently. Thank you, Esther. Thank you for having me on your show. Barely answering any of my questions. Get this mic off me, bro. This is racism 101. Have a nice day, Esther.
You've done... Thank you for coming on the show. It's a pity about his language. It's a pity that he couldn't keep his cool.
What is happening? LBC.
Continue to drop, but the march calling for it to stop.
We've already seen this. Oh, wait, no. This is from today. We haven't seen this.
Stop, but the march calling for it to stop should be postponed.
Correct. It feels to me like there is a certain element, and I know it's a minority, but there is a certain element that feels to me like it's a very radical element of some of the people that go on these marches that are celebrating dead Jews, dead lives, and not just Jews, but the idea
that would be utterly unacceptable, and it would be a crime. So, I don't want to put you on the spot, but out of 70,000 protesters, how many would you realistically malign in that way or describe in that way?
I don't know, but I would say
because remember the ones that you're not putting in that category would be banned from making their peaceful
Well,
protest.
it wouldn't be banned. It could be postponed, right? So my point is that...
No, Saturday's march would be banned. You can't postpone Saturday's march.
Okay,
it just becomes a march on another day. I do understand your position, but I think you'll probably be surprised to discover that you think it's reasonable to call for a temporary cessation of peaceful protests, but not a temporary cessation of the bombardment of Gaza.
Well, I would, actually. I would call for a temporary cessation of the bombardment.
Well, then there's a march you can go on Saturday.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That'll do it. She's like, we have to put a temporary cessation on the protest. That's a good one. Respect to James on that. Okay, LBC. I see you.